Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a trick in Power BI that can save you and your audience tons of time and frustration syncing slicers across different pages. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to link slicers so filtering on one page will instantly update visuals on other pages, keeping your reports consistent and easy to use. No more hopping back and forth to reset slicers on every tab. Let's jump right in. So here I am in Power BI working with a sample dataset, but you can use any report you like. To start, I'll build out two separate pages in my report, since syncing really comes into play when you're working with a multi-page report. On my first page, I'll add a bar chart. Here I'm using region as the axis and sales as the value. This gives me a clear visual of how sales are distributed across different regions. Next, I'll head over to page 2. Here I'll mix it up a little. I'm adding a pie chart this time. I'll put category as the legend and again use sales for values. This way I've got two strong visuals, each focusing on different aspects of the data. Now let's introduce a slicer. Still on page 1, I'll insert a slicer and set its field to region. If you haven't used slicers before, they're essentially filters your viewers can interact with directly on the report. Think of them like those menus on online shopping sites, where you filter by brand or price, but for your data. This slicer will allow anyone looking at the report to instantly slice the bar chart to show only the regions they care about. Here, where the magic really starts, I want the same region filter to apply to page 2 automatically without needing a second slicer there, so let's sync it up. First, I'll go to the View tab in the ribbon and select Sync Slicers. This opens up a new pane on the right, super useful if you haven't explored this feature yet. In this pane, I can see all my report pages. Next to page 1 and page 2, I'll check the Sync box to link the region slicer across both pages. Now for visibility, I have a choice. If I want the slicer to show on both pages, I can check both. But sometimes, like in our example, I want to keep page 2 cleaner, so I'll only make the slicer visible on page 1. Even if the slicer isn't visible on a page, any filter you apply will still affect the visuals there. Let's test it out. On page 1, I'll select East in my slicer. Now when I switch to page 2, notice that even though the slicer isn't displayed, the pie chart updates to show only data for the East region. That's the whole point. Once you sync slicers, choosing a filter on one page carries over automatically. If you want to take things a step further, you can add another slicer. For example, let's add a category slicer and sync this one across all report pages too. Now when you select a region and a category, every visual across every page instantly reflects both filters. It's kind of like setting up a global filter for your entire report, and that's it. With sync slicers, your viewers won't have to worry about reselecting filters on each page, saving everyone precious time and making your Power BI reports much smoother and more professional. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you have questions or if you want to share how you're using sync slicers in your own projects, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you. And if you want more practical Power BI tips, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.